healing and meditation sessions through the teaching of Bruno Gröning. Website link below. You are your own destiny. Bruno Gröning, October 1995. Each man forms his own destiny through his thinking, speaking, and acting, both in good and evil. What is fate? Is it something which is imposed upon us by a God who is exposed to us for inexplicable reasons, for reasons which cannot be investigated by us, whose consequences we have to bear innocently, unfair, and in an unintelligible way? Why does God send me such heavy burdens? So you ask yourself and ask others, didn't I always act rightly? One person says, if God so wills it, I have to bear it. He will know why I have to endure this burden. The second one resigns to his fate. The third one curses and fights against it and is angry with God and with men. As long as we are feeling well, we can deal with the thoughts and accept that we create our own destiny. But when sickness, suffering, and misery appear, then we do not seek the cause within ourselves. We look to put the blame on others around us and on God. But it is a fact that our destiny is not merely accidental, not caused by other people or indeed by God. Fate is created by the human being, by ourselves, whether it is a good or a bad outcome. Fate manifests by a number of reasons, all of which are living in ourselves and coming from ourselves. About those facts we want to talk now. Behold, every man can act as he wishes. He can speak about anything he wants, and he can think what he chooses. He is free in his doing, speaking, and thinking. It is entirely his decision to do good or evil, to speak good or evil, to think of good or evil. He can do this from his earliest years up to his old age. He can do it by day or by night, in a waking state or in a dream. He is always free every minute of the day and of his life. These three things, doing, speaking, and thinking, are the ones that are the cause of our destiny. And the good or evil is why this destiny is good or evil. Like an echo, our deeds, our words, and our thoughts come back to us and shape what we call our destiny. It is like the linking of a chain. One link follows the other, clinging tightly, so cause and effect also follow each other and are chained together. Often there follows the echo to the call. Often the cause has long since fallen into oblivion when the effect becomes noticeable. But the cause has always preceded. It was there. Otherwise, there could have been no effect. Man lives through his life using his freedom for good or evil, and thus creates his destiny. The good works in deeds, in words, and in thoughts, and evil in deeds, in words, and in thoughts. And it is not that evil is balanced by the good. Each one works for itself and has its own effect and forms the fate of man. What I say is nothing new. The religions say that good is rewarded and evil is punished. They speak of crime and retribution. This makes sense and is understandable to us. Judgment too, and the retribution that takes place does not come only after death, and it is not God who judges us. Through our good or evil deeds, our good or evil words, our good or evil thoughts, we create the cause and create the judgment. The judgment is our destiny. It does not come from God, only from ourselves. Through good deeds, words, and thoughts, we will receive a kind fate. Evil deeds, words, and thoughts will produce an evil destiny. Now many will ask, what is good? What is evil? They ask with the same right as Pilate once asked Jesus, what is truth? One could write a whole book about good and evil, and it would be incomplete, not perfect, and not correct. But there is a rule that is right, always right. Listen in silence to your conscience. Listen in stillness to this conscience, which is disconnected from the actions around you, disconnected from the words around you, and disconnected from the thoughts around you. Listen to yourself and let your conscience tell you what is good and what is evil. And this conscience will answer you. And whatever is the answer, accept it as the truth and the only truth. For thy conscience is thy soul, and thy soul is divine. God is in thee. It will open like the flower to the sun if it is good, and it will shut itself off when it is evil. Do this and make sure that the flower is open so that it can see and enjoy the light. Thus a good destiny will be strengthened or a bad destiny weakened. For this practice and this worry creates the evil within us and brings the good within us. And this good, that is our health, is the grace to be healthy. This is what everyone should remember, that we should let go of evil, the disease, that we should disconnect ourselves from evil so that the good can work within us. For evil works evil, and good works good. And when we have received the good, the health, let us remember the words which Jesus addressed to the healed woman. Sin no longer, that you may experience not more evil. Bruno Gröning often stated that he came to help everybody, regardless of their language, nationality, race, or religion. And his intention was to transmit the healing energy to everyone on earth. He derived his teaching from that of Christ, and therefore used the language of Christianity. However, this was in no way intended to exclude people of other faiths who can transfer his teaching to the context of their own religions. 13. My dear friends, just consider the gift that God is giving us here, because human beings never listen to what's inside them, because human beings have come away from true divine guidance. They pay no attention to themselves or to their bodies. They did not listen to what was inside them, and also did not follow their feeling, and also did not live in the will of God.